right, I'm gonna start recording.
And
Hi.
everybody put themselves on mute.
Yes, please. Wanted to welcome Tasha, who's going to be presenting us with her business and tell us a little bit about the payment structures and the business itself. I did some research on the business, and it's a women-owned business and helping women to get back into the workforce. So I look forward to hearing the details on this and you sharing great information. So take it away.
Thank you so much. I am excited to be here and to be a part of the chamber. And without further ado, I will go ahead and get started. Share my screen. Okay, I don't know if it's letting me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? You are?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Let's see.
Permissions to do it? Does she have permissions? Okay.
Yes, it may not, I don't think it's giving me permission for whatever reason.
Let me try it again. Try it now.
Okay.
Sometimes Zoom doesn't like to cooperate with us, but that's okay.
Okay, I don't know if it's going to cooperate.
Do you want to send me the presentation and I can share it, or?
Yeah, that'll be great. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So once again, my name is Tasha Wright, and I am an account executive with Park Place Payments. And Park Place Payments, as Yasenny mentioned, was founded and is primarily run by women. There are some men that are now part of the team as well, but it was founded by a woman named Samantha Edis, and she is actually a best-selling author. She's authored, I think, 5 books now, and she also is a speaker, and she has a radio show, so she does a lot of amazing things. And one of her main things was to advocate for women and help women that may have an issue with getting back into the workforce for whatever reason. So Park Place Payments really resonated with me because of Samantha's vision and her goals for the company, as well as the other part that she speaks about. The reason why she wanted to open this company was because years ago she attended some type of event, and all of the payment processors were white males. There were no diversity, there was no women, no people of color. And she asked, where the people of color, where the women? And they just kind of laughed and they were like, they're not here, there's none. So that was something that resonated with me, because I think diversity is important for everyone. I think it's just the right thing in any company and for any business, because there's so many different ideas that we all bring to the table to help with the success of companies. So just a little bit about why I was attracted to Park Place Payments. And then also I used to own a small business with my husband, and it was a franchise. So I didn't really have a lot of say-so of with my payment processing, but I do remember wearing one of the many hats that I wore as a small business owner, which was the bookkeeper. When I would look at my reports, I didn't know where some of those fees were coming from. And I'm like, what is this? And so it was no transparency, no really honesty into really knowing what you just paid, and you just kind of, paid what it said, and then you didn't really understand anything, and there was no one to really call and ask. So that was another thing that Park Place Payments was very impressive to me about. So if you could just go to the next slide. So yeah, so why Park Place? Park Place Payments has a core mission to be a true partner to small and medium-sized businesses. We also work with larger businesses, but our main core mission is to work with small and medium-sized businesses to bring that honesty and transparency to the payment processing industry. We offer payment processing solutions that support in-store, e-commerce, and virtual web-based transactions. And all of our products accept contactless payments, including Apple and Google Pay. And then we also have options where virtual terminals can be linked to social media accounts or newsletters with a pay now button. So companies that have that web access and they want to be able to take payments through their newsletters or through their social media account, we offer those solutions as well. Next slide, please. So what is a merchant account? It's basically a type of bank account that allows any business that accepts debit and credit cards. They're going to have a merchant account, and that account is actually allowing for the transaction of payments to go through those debits and credit cards. And it's an agreement between the merchant, a merchant bank, and a payment processor to settle the credit card and debit card transactions. So Park Place comes right in between the actual merchant, which is the business, and the actual bank that does all of the transaction of those fees. So some of the types of merchants that we can work with, as you can see, this is not an all-inclusive list. There are many different types of businesses that we can work with, but this just kind of gives you an idea of some of the businesses that we can work with. Retailers, restaurants, internet, medical services, dentists, actually doctor's offices, dentists are great clients for us. Hair salons, nail salons, dry cleaners, childcare services, landscapers, auto repair, professional services such as accounting and law firms, any home-based business, mobile businesses, wholesale, mail order, telephone order, and the list goes on and on. So we can provide a service and be a payments partner for just about any type of business that accepts credit cards or debit cards for their transactions. So some of the benefits of partnering with Park Place Payments, we do offer an interchange plus pricing model with transparent monthly fees based on the business's volume of credit card transactions. So the business knows exactly why they're paying certain fees and where those fees are coming from. You will receive a dedicated account executive, which is the role that I'm in. You will have proactive professional in-house customer service. If your business is having any type of issues with your payment processing system where the terminal went down or something is going on with your web payments or whatever the case may be, you will have access to someone that you can call, that you know who you can call for that access to get the service that you need. We do provide next day funding, so you're not waiting more than 24 hours to get the funding for your business. There's also a merchant portal with real-time transactions, any chargebacks and monthly statements, so you have access to everything. There's nothing hidden with Park Place Payments. We also can help with payment card industry compliance assistance, making sure that the security measures and everything that are in place, because we know that sometimes fraud does happen. So you want to partner with someone that is on top of making sure that your business and your customers are protected with their transactions using credit cards or debit cards. We also have the $100,000 data breach assurance. And another cool thing about Park Place Payments is there's no term and no cancellation fees. So we have a great retention rate since the formation of this business of retaining our customers. However, if for some reason a customer needed or a client needed to switch to another payment processor, they wouldn't be locked into a term or be subject to any cancellation fee. Next slide, please. Now, the Park Place difference, I've already mentioned a few of these. The first one, we do have the highest customer retention rate in the payments industry, which says a lot because Park Place is a fairly new payment processing company, but for an industry that's been in place for probably longer than most of us have been alive, that says a lot for this to come in and already be able to retain the customers. And also the customers are happy with, there's a lot of reviews and you can see that customers are actually happy with the service. award-winning proactive customer service, which I did mention before. Park Place has already been honored by the Stevie Awards, by Worldwide Finance Award, the Cal CPA, Los Angeles Business Journal, and so many other awards due to our dedication to clients and our innovation in what has been considered a stagnant industry. We have a stellar reputation. We have 5-star reviews across the board, many happy clients, and we've been featured in national publications from the New York Times to Forbes. So you can definitely trust that we're going to deliver on our promises because we are in the spotlight. So you have to you have to be true to what you're saying if you're going to be in the spotlight. And we're also purpose driven, which we're just a community driven model to help boost our local economy. Next slide, please. We do offer personalized solutions. So it's not a one size fit all. We do offer a range of personalized point of sale solutions that will meet the specific needs of the businesses that we're working with, whether they're selling products or services virtually or from a storefront. Our products are not marked up or leased so that you know exactly that you're getting what's right for you. So we're not making money off of the products that we sell to you. We're actually giving you the product that you need, and we're not making a markup or profit off of that. Some of the solutions that we do offer are countertop terminals, mobile terminals, web virtual payment terminals, retail and restaurant point of sale systems, e-commerce shopping carts, gateways, integrations. We have gift and loyalty systems that we can put in place. And then, as I mentioned before, we also have the security systems that come with our product. Next slide, please. Another part of the Park Place difference that I've mentioned, no bogus or hidden fees. Park Place is all about honesty and transparency. And what we do is we offer a complimentary, no obligation payment checkup in which we will analyze your current merchant statements and the technologies that you're currently using. And then we'll present a proposal that clearly identifies the cost to you and your business. And then each month, if you decided to partner with Park Place Payments, each month you will receive an easy to read merchant statement that reflects exactly what that proposal that we presented said. So there's no surprises, nothing is changing after you see the proposal. The payment checkup, like I mentioned, is completely free and it is highly educational. So there may be things that you as a business owner don't even realize you could be taken advantage of that would maybe save money for your business or be better for you and your customers as far as how they like to pay or how you like to accept payments. So once you see the comparison, you can decide if it makes sense for you to switch. The payment checkup actually is going to compare, like I said, the current price, service, and technology to what you currently have. And the other thing I really like about Park Place is that we're not a hard sales, like we're not going to try to convince you that you need something that you don't need. It's truly what your business needs. Next slide, thank you. So as a business owner, is it time for a checkup? Some questions to consider. Do you love your current payment processor? If not, you really should. Are you confident that you are getting fair pricing? Have you been educated on cost-saving benefits? Do you have responsive and proactive customer service and support 24/7 whenever you need it? Are you utilizing personalized solutions and technology that supports your business's needs and growth, as well as that's meeting the needs of your customer base? We are in a time with COVID, this pandemic. Some people don't like touching anything, me being one of those people, especially in public. And so I'm excited that I can use contactless pay in a lot of places that I go now. So are you able to offer that service to your customers as well? If not, if you were able to answer no to any of these questions, why not request a free, no obligation payment checkup? Because Park Place Payments would love to be a trusted partner with you in payments. Thank you. Any questions?
That's a great presentation. You had mentioned about peripherals or products that, handhelds and things like that. Is that part of the business structure? You rent them or lease them, or you put them out for people to purchase, or?
So they are purchased, but it's at the exact cost that you would pay. Not, we're not adding on extra, like making a profit off of any of those things.
Right, that's great. As far as digital payment structure, the integrations, it's a great thing to have. I know a lot of businesses that ask me like, hey, do you do that kind of thing? And I'm like, well, I don't, but there's many merchant services that do that. So I'll keep that in
Absolutely.
mind.
Okay, perfect. And I was just wanted to add in that the payment checkup, it only takes about 5 minutes over the phone. I ask you a few questions about your business and your current solutions, and then we take a look. You send me or my team a copy of your merchant statement, and we take a look at it. And within 48 business hours, we'll have a proposal back to go over you in detail to see the comparison of what you're currently getting to what Park Place offers.
That's phenomenal. Great job. Any other questions, anyone?
What does the gift and loyalty program look like?
So the gift and loyalty program, we can help you set up, like if your customers want to purchase gift cards online, or if you want to set up a loyalty program where your customers can actually purchase credits in advance and things like that, where they can use later to purchase things from your site or from your store. So we can help set that whole system up and integrate that with your other payment systems.
That's great.
Thank you.
Anyone
You're
else?
welcome.
Any questions? Anyone? No?
Deborah has a question in the chat.
Deborah.
What is your percentage rate of usage?
So right now with the, we have, out of the people that we've done payment checkups for, we've been able to retain about, well, I guess, get the business for about 90% of those people. 10%, whatever they had currently was the best option for them. So we recommend that they stay with their current. But about 90%, it is beneficial to switch to Park Place.
So, Tasha, because I'm just getting interested. So how do you get? So, are you an actual owner of the firm, of the company? Are you a license underneath that, or?
Great question. So no, I am an account executive and I'm an independent contractor with Park Place Payments. The owner her name is Samantha Edis, and the sales force we're all independent contractors.
Okay, great. And then so what's your average? So if you were to talk about your ideal client, heavily towards women, what's kind of your ideal client for you at this point? I know you mentioned it briefly, but.
Yeah, so our ideal client is anyone that accepts credit cards and debit cards, that has either a storefront or an online business. I mean, of course, we don't get into certain types of businesses, but if we can actually service most businesses, it would just be a matter of taking a look at the merchant statement and what solutions that we can offer, and then seeing if it makes sense to switch us over. We actually integrate with some systems that, some businesses have certain scheduling systems that they use. And if we don't offer the same product or solution, we can integrate with a lot of those different systems.
And what's your main software integrator for you between, like, there's examples, like I know a lot of my clients I have are like Shopify and Amazon Web Services, and there's a linkage between them for payments and stuff like that. What's your main software platform that you guys are using at this point?
So that's a great question that I will have to take back to the team, because that's a more technical question that I don't have a direct answer for. But I do know with some of the online, Shopify, I'm not sure if that's one of them, but it just depends on if we integrate with those. But that would be a question I could take back to my team for sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love the philosophy about taking women back into the workforce. Do you have any insight on, I guess that, part of your business is also, I guess, gaining kind of like that tribe of women that you can have come on board. How do they entice women, help women? What's the philosophy behind that?
So a lot of the women, I mean, if you go on our website, you'll see that Samantha has been able to get women from C-level positions to all the way to administrative positions that wanted to re-enter their workforce, or just to bring on another income or side job or whatever the case may be. So the biggest thing is that they offer professional development. They're offering, you know, an opportunity that some women just were not able to find in other avenues. And then they offer, you know, just empowerment for women, especially I was not one that wasn't I'm actually in the workforce already when I became a counter executive for Park Place, but there are challenges. I know when I was on maternity leave right before I had my child, it was so hard to find a job. It was very difficult. So at that time, I didn't know about Park Place, but since then, even though I've found another job, Park Place really resonated with me because it gives that opportunity that so many people and so many, you know, women or people of color to that nature just have not had. So the professional development, the opportunities, I think that's the main thing.
That's great. It is very difficult when you have children and when you've gone on maternity leave and decided to leave your job, or, you know, your lifestyle just changes because you have someone to take care of. And then now you're trying to get a job. It's not easy. So that's great. I love that about the company. That was one thing that stood out when I researched your company. We do appreciate your presentation, and next week we have Susie, who will be presenting for us. So I look forward to that. If you have not asked for a time slot or need a time slot, please reach out to me and I will be happy to put you on the schedule. And I look forward to her presentation. I'm going to stop recording now. So I'll send the recording over to NFA after this, and we'll share it.
Great job, Tasha.